I hope everybody's doing great. This is my second live on YouTube, and this live is going to be part of the Divinely Courageous podcast. Something that I felt drawn to start working on. I believe that we are moving into a higher frequency, into a new earth, and um, people are seeking spiritual guidance now more than ever. And I created the Divinely Courageous podcast because I just want to spread awareness, to raise awareness, spread the message, and share knowledge, which I believe is very important to have when you start your spiritual you begin your spiritual journey. I just did live on TikTok. I did readings on TikTok, and I started talking about big tech and small businesses, and all of a sudden my internet connection went down. Isn't it that interesting? So I'm going to be careful what I'm saying here. It is disappointing that in a world where freedom of speech should be something normal, we have to be careful what we're saying. My name is Jana. I'm manifestation teacher, mindfulness coach, and founder of the Manifestation Academy for Wealthpreneurs. I'm going to include the link to my Facebook group, which is called the Manifestation Academy for Wealthpreneurs. So what I do, I run my own business. I love running my own business. I'm obsessed with running my own business. I help small businesses and aspiring entrepreneurs to overcome obstacles and to run successful businesses. I'm also focusing on guiding people on transitioning from the normal 9-to-5 life into full-time business ownership. So when you run your own business, you're basically in control of your time and money. And it feels absolutely amazing to have the freedom to do whatever you want. One of the many, very often actually, when I work with someone, the main obstacle in someone's business journey is fear. Okay, which is why I named, one of the reasons I named my podcast The Divinely Courageous is because leaving your job and starting a business, or even if you haven't left your job yet and you're starting a business, that takes courage. That means that in the back of your head, you're not happy with a normal 9-to-5 job. And you want something more in life. And you want to be your own boss. You don't want to work with incompetent managers. You don't want someone else to tell you what to do. You want to make more money. You don't want to prove yourself to someone in order to receive 1% pay rise, for example. Someone is probably saying, I bet she's speaking from personal experience. Yes, I am actually speaking from personal experience. I don't want to sort of brainwash anybody, but at the end of the day, this is my podcast, and I get to talk about whatever I want. So being divinely courageous, to get to being courageous, that takes time and that takes effort. So I often say to my students, it doesn't matter how good you are in sales and marketing. If you're not in the right mindset, you're not going to make any money. So growing spiritually will help you to learn lessons that otherwise you will never learn if you have a normal job or if you go to a normal school. We have never been taught at school how to run a business or how to meditate or how to do yoga. And these are things that are going to benefit us greatly and is going to give us the freedom the system doesn't want you to have. Okay, so years ago, so now these days, being spiritual is not such a big deal. But years ago, to say to someone that you meditate or you believe in divine power, people will point their fingers at you and call you crazy. Man, I was just doing readings on TikTok. Again, years ago, that wasn't possible, but now it's pretty much, everybody's doing it these days. For me, this tells me that we are growing, evolving, um, and we're moving forward into a higher frequency, into the new earth. And also, I feel I get the words Age of Aquarius in my head. So I'm not very familiar with astrology, but if there's someone who's watching, please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But as we are now in the Age of Aquarius, or we're moving into the Age of Aquarius, and the Age of Aquarius is all about justice, um, community, working with the community. I'm Aquarius, and Aquariuses are very strong, courageous. We say as it is. We don't care what people are going to think of us. I definitely don't care what people are going to think of me. And it's in my opinion, it's the best sign, it's the best zodiac sign, but I'm sure everybody else will say the same about their zodiac sign. And I'm going to go back to sort of running a business. Running a business is it's amazing. I am addicted to running. I absolutely love it, and I love what I do, and I absolutely students or one of my clients, and achievements. Sometimes I even receive from old students just to tell me how much they have achieved in their business following working with me, and that's just it's great to see. But you will only get where you want to be in your business if you do your inner work. Right, so let's talk about courage for a minute, okay? So I don't think courage is something that you were born with. I think courage is something you sort of gain from life experience and from doing your inner work. Um, Leaving your job to start a business, that takes guts, and it could be scary at the beginning, but because you have taken this huge step, this leap of faith, the universe will reward you for your courage. um, don't worry about what people are going to think of you. I've had people who have never run a business in their lives telling me how to run a business, and I've had people making fun of me, very close people that I've known all my life. Have you lost your mind? You're going to quit your job to focus on your business, blah blah blah. Well, that is my problem, not yours. Okay. So when you start running a business, you basically need to grow thick skin, because you can't control people's behavior, but you can control how they react to it. And this is where your power is. And at the end of the day, if you focus more on what people say and less on what you think, you're giving your power away. Okay. And when you run your own business, you need to be fully focused on you and what you want and what you think is best for your business. Um, Part of part of the Manifestation Academy is I also provide spiritual coaching for businesses, and my coaching methods are quite spiritual, because I believe that once we tap into our intuition, we can make anything happen. Intuition is it's the only thing that will never, your intuition will never lie to you, okay? Um, if you are any doubt about a business decision, your intuition will help you to make the right decision. Um, Step away from any negativity, because any negative energy, any negative people, they will lower your vibrations. And when you're in a low vibration, you can't manifest the business you want to have. Okay, it's that simple. And what else do I want to talk about? I think it's just a quick life, to be honest. I'm still trying to sort of get to where I want this podcast to go. I am very excited about it, and the whole idea of this podcast is to support businesses and to inspire and empower people to just look for better alternatives. 9 to 5 life. It's I think that people are starting to realize that it's not the only way. I had a lot more queries uh, since the beginning of the year about my spiritual services, and which makes me think that people are waking up and starting to realize that there is more to the 9 to 5 life. If you're a small business owner, or if you are thinking of starting a business but you don't know where to begin, send me a message, and we will arrange a friendly conversation. I offer various products and services to help small businesses. And I'm also hosting event tomorrow at 8 p.m. UK time on my Facebook page. I'm going to include the link to my Facebook group. Join me tomorrow at 8 p.m. I am going to talk about shifting from poverty mindset into abundance mindset. Okay. I hope what I said today made sense. I was thinking of preparing notes, but I thought I'm just going to go do a spontaneous live on YouTube. Usually, spontaneity works better for me than being prepared with notes. I'm going to try and sort of organize my life a bit better next time. If there any particular topic you want me to focus on, please let me know in the comments. I would love to explore different options, but please bear in mind I only work with businesses, so the topic needs to be business related. Thank you so much for watching me. Give me a follow, subscribe, and have a wonderful Sunday afternoon. And I'll see you soon. Bye.